Okay, hello everyone, and I'm gonna pop that up there. So, I'm gonna be a little bit careful. I'm gonna turn off the messages as well. Because, in my experience, streaming DayZ has been a great way to get rated. And this has all been my work. So if I was rated, it's not like my friends would be all that mad. But going to try and make it hard for people to figure out what server I'm on. We'll see if that really works out, because there are things like a splash screen and other stuff. I'm also going to try to not use the map that much, which is going to be a little bit of a problem. But someone who's still familiar with the DayZ map will still be able to figure out where I am and where I'm going. And this shouldn't be as bad as when I was on Twitch, because in Twitch you can sort by like DayZ streams and you can absolutely just find people. But I have been stream sniped a lot in this game. Even as a small streamer. I've been good. I've been playing a lot of this game, Dan. So this server wiped on the 8th of August. So basically, you know, everyone who had a base or a character was refreshed, and so I've been playing since then. There was the Battlefield beta, but after that I got on the server, and this is the first character I made on it. I'm still alive. I've got like 8 kills. Haven't been killed once yet, so you know, knocking on wood, just hoping not to do it on stream today. Yeah. So originally I was actually gonna go shooting today, like actual real life gun shooting, but then my buddy had to cancel because his wife is sick. And so I've been playing a lot of this and not streaming it because, like I said, I've had issues in the past where by streaming it I've been stream sniped and people have found my stuff. I'm trying to take some precautions to avoid being stream snipped, trying to hide the server I'm on, but we'll see how well that works. Because like, there are a lot of servers in this game, but there are a couple easy ways to find someone is to look at, like, if there's a game chat, which there is in the server. I turned it off. Like you can find other player names and look for those in the player name list. Alternatively, like if the game itself has like a splash screen or something where it's like, oh hey, this is our server group, which a lot of them do. This one also does, so I'll have to be careful about that. But yeah, so basically I just got on, and we do have a base that I've built, and Kyle and my other friend Frank have been playing the server. I'm of course like the most autismo DayZ nerd here, especially like this is something that's similar to like a Rust, where it's going even when, you know, even when you're not on and stuff. It's not like a Tarkov that has raids that expire and your base is safe forever, right? So we're in a town. I'm not gonna say the exact one though. Anyone who really knows this part of the map will be able to figure it out. But I will show you my base as of right now. It's not finished, so one of the things we're gonna be doing today is we're looking for nails to keep building. We're looking for more building supplies, tools, and we're looking for storage containers, because storage is the next biggest problem after that. So you can kind of see part of it right here because this door got opened. This is not supposed to be open, but hey, it's okay. I will relock these side doors with a lockpick kit before we go. But you come in the back way here, and I actually left this open, so this is supposed to be closed. So yeah, using like tools, you can cut down trees and make planks and do stuff. So these aren't gates, these are just walls. And I haven't put the planks on them yet, like on these ones. These are gates, and you can tell because they've got the wire there so they can hinge open, right? So right now I've got 3 gates going inside with a sort of a safe fighting position right here. So if someone does get into this lower area, I can be up here and I can shoot at somebody, and then if they kill me, my body's in a place that they can't get to without raiding another wall. And so in DayZ, everything takes a lot of time and is pretty expensive. So defense in depth, right? Multiple walls that they have to get through before they can get to your storage and stuff. And so we got a couple gun safes in here. We've got a little shelter with some storage, and we've got our fridge, then our flagpole, which is what makes this our territory. Only people can't build within 60 meters of our flagpole, right? So I've got plenty of gear here. One thing I'm trying to do, you see this yellow stuff? This is called NBC equipment. And this is specifically like nuclear, biological, chemical suits. Because there are zones in the map that are covered in gas that have really good gear, but you can't go in without a full protective suit on. So I'm piecing together that suit. I've got gas masks and stuff for it as well, but I need a full suit. Tons of weapons here. This gun, this is the M14 DMR, one of the best guns in the game, and I've got a decent scope on it that has good magnification optics and options and things like that. Yes, that is a taped up water bottle to act as a suppressor. It doesn't last very long, but it'll give me 1 or 2 shots, I only have 1 mag for it, and I actually got this while I was trading with another clan. I actually gave away some of the nails that I had gotten. This is an FAL, another really good gun. High caliber stuff is really good in DayZ. So stuff that's in 308, Super 54R, very good over the standard intermediate stuff. My gun that I'm rocking as my primary is actually a civilian AK called a VPO. So this is made by Izmash in Russia, but it's not an AK because it is a civilian and it is a semi-auto only rifle. So it's not a military rifle. I've got it kitted out with, a dog leg rail, grip, flashlight, another water bottle suppressor. I can get a better one for this gun, but I don't have it right now. And yeah, so hip fire in this game is really good. So I actually like, even though this is just an AR, I like having a zoom scope, 1 to observe, and 2 because this game is huge. Like, this might be giving away my server a little bit here, but like, this map is fucking huge. It's over 300 square kilometers and is based off a real region on like the Germany-Belgium border. Now the cities aren't real, but the roads kind of are. And actually where this coastline is in real life is actually a river. So the map is massive. So having a scope is nice. But yeah, and then you got more gun lockers here. Then I moved all my guns into that one. But we have tons of raid drivers. These are used to actually unlock these storage areas in other people's bases, but I don't have the explosives to break through the walls yet. So working on all of that. Ooh, barbed wire. I should probably put this barbed wire on something. Yeah, let's do it. So yeah, we do have night vision and stuff, but right now, since I'm playing alone, I want to kind of not be using all of our best gear and losing it, because of course if you die you lose everything in your body, and you respawn fresh. But yeah, this is our base. I have more work to do in it. I want to get more storage. I want to get more stuff out, and then once I have this bottom area kind of more locked down, I do want to start raiding medical zones to finish our NBC gear, so that way we can oh wait, there it is, start hitting those gas zones and have a much better shot at high-end gear, because while those guns I did trade for are good, nice, the fact is right now we're still overall relatively low tier, and I need to keep building and advancing up. So now if somebody tries to get too close to this barbed wire will cut them, and I can open it from back here. So I did forget to get another lockpick kit. I think this one's either bugged or broken because I can't use it anymore. But yeah, so we aren't alone in this town. There is someone else who lives in here. They have a much smaller base than we do. The goal is to evict them. I want to get explosives. I want to blow down their one gate that they have, destroy their flagpole, and just send them on their way. I want to own this town. Because yeah, I'll take that. M9 mag. Yeah, we have M9s in the base. Yeah, so this character has been alive for like nine in-game days now, or I guess nine real-life days where I've played for several hours at a time. This character's been alive for a long time. Like I said, I have yet to die since the wipe, but that does not mean I won't die horribly right now. So we're gonna be looting a bunch of industrial zones, a bunch of you know, trains. We're not really gonna be worried about food, water, or even too much mill stuff. Like when I pass it, I will check it out. But right now, like I said, we're trying to finish that first floor of the base or get more storage. Pipe wrench, don't need pipe wrench. I'm trying to do this without giving away too much about what server I'm playing on, but we'll see. We should be okay. Ooh, more binos. Absolutely taking more binos. Binos are a great tool. Before you have a scoped gun with binos, I mean, you get an incredible view. That's super clear when they're in good quality. I think those ones are damaged, badly damaged, so that's not going to be nearly as good. Airdrop. So unfortunately, I was hoping I could remove those notifications. That's another thing that gives away what type of server I'm on. So now it's obvious I'm not playing vanilla. Rifle on the ground, don't need that. Yeah, so I just got on the server. I haven't done a whole lot of like checking around the town where I actually live. So that's what we're doing. But then we are going to be traveling and doing some other stuff. So how have you been, Daniel? I've been filling you in mostly on just the ongoings of this DayZ adventure here, but how are you, man? I am going to be racing tomorrow after the F1 race. The racing rig is right there over my shoulder. Boop. No. So I do play on this server pretty bandit-like. I usually don't let someone live if I get into an altercation with them, unless it's very clear they're not a threat to me. Because this server does have a lot of grouping mechanics and clan mechanics. Whereas on a normal DayZ server, you might see a guy and he might just be a solo, or maybe he has a friend but they aren't like in Discord together or something. This server and it's others like it really encourage people who are very dedicated to play together a lot as well. Like I said, even I have a group, even though they haven't been online in a while, and I've done all the base stuff myself. But basically I can't trust if I see a guy that he's not going to immediately like report my location to 8 other dudes and he's just running back from the coast or something, you know. I won't say I'll kill everyone just on site without talking to them, but most people I run into I'm probably going to fight. Oh wow, okay. So are you on the road right now, or are you like in a hotel room, or what? So there's the other base, our neighbor, and that flag has fallen down just a little bit since I last saw it. So those flags fall down over 48 days, and when they are all the way at the bottom, your base starts to despawn. It's basically the abandoned base protection, right? So I don't think he's been on in a couple of days. I don't know if he may, he could have and just not raise his flag. It's not something that happens automatically when you log in, right? You have to, it's an action you do. But the doors have been closed. Now you can see his barbed wire through there. So I think he has one fence, then a flagpole back there. So like what I want to do is blow the fuck out of that fence with an explosive charge once I have it. Use my raid drivers, break down all of his storage options, and then destroy his flagpole to basically say, hey, this town belongs to me and my mates. Get the fuck out. Okay, so that's happening like right now. So you like watching me on your phone? Don't need a tire iron. Now looting is one of the most dangerous things you can do in DayZ, because you're oftentimes looking at the ground. You're moving between building to building kind of quickly. It's always good to stop and just take a look at where someone might be looking at you, right? Like, so someone on this ridgeline would have an easy time seeing me running through this town, right? Now we're not on a very highly trafficked part of the map, but that does not mean that we're safe. Oh yeah, sharpening stones. Sharpening stones are some of the best things in the game when you're building a base, because they let you repair your tools and keep them functioning for longer. And nothing sucks than when you're trying to, like, I don't know, chop down a bunch of trees or saw through a bunch of you know, logs to make planks, and then your fucking saw breaks. Because this game is very much you always need to be looting even when you're higher end, because stuff breaks down, right? So having good repair stuff is important. Some salty sticks. I'm checking some buildings that aren't industrial, like these log ones, because log ones are hunting tier loot, and that's why. Ammo. 308 Winchester rounds, some of the best ammo in the game, is also hunting spawn, because, well, 308 is a popular hunting cartridge, but also it's good in battle rifles like my DMR and the FAL we have. We also have a sniper rifle that fires it. Yeah, I'm purposely not bringing out my best loot because I don't want to be alone and die with it. Nice. Screwdriver, we've got screwdrivers. Yeah, nails are like the golden goose, right? That DMR and FAL I traded for with nails. Mainly because I found a decent loot path to find me more of them, and they're highly valued by clans that are building large bases. Like, base one takes a long time. Like, that base you saw took me probably 2 days of playing to get to that level. The tooling kit right there. So this is one area that I really like. This little factory here. I have been treated very well by this factory in the past. Not just nails, but also storage containers. And I'm really hoping we find some more this time. So far, what I'm doing here is I'm not seeing any zombies. I'm not seeing any motion. So it tells me if players have been here, has not been for a long time. Because being close to a zone will spawn in zombies. Also, shooting a gun will spawn in zombies. So it doesn't matter if it's silenced and is not triggering zombies. Like my Ruger amphibian here. This is an integrally suppressed 22 pistol. One of the best zombie guns in the game. It's one of the quietest. But even shooting that will cause more zombies to spawn in the region and will still raise the stakes. So it's better for me right now to kind of move quick and not get bogged down. So I'm still going to do it. I think I just heard an animal call too. I don't need to hunt for food, but that's always good to be aware of. Oh fuck. Well, server restart happened because I didn't have the message on, and it did just show my server. So I hope I was quick enough on that, but I don't think I was. So server restarts happen every 4 hours, and they basically just refresh the loot. They do a lot to just keep the stability up. I'm going to turn off display capture right now. I don't have as many scenes as I do on my my other one, my racing rig, to avoid that type of scenario. So yeah, this is the downside with turning off the admin messages, is I did miss the warnings for the server restart happening. Okay. Or if there's been a lot of shooting or fighting or blood in the air, right? So we're going to be dealing with relatively light zombie numbers until we get into the more dangerous areas. I think it just came back up, so... Here we go. We're loading in. Now, server restart is good for us. It's going to refresh a lot of the loot. We're not going to go back to our same town and re-loot it, though. We're going to give it time. And we're going to keep moving in our other mission. There we go. We're 16th in queue, so we'll be filtered in a second. Oh, consistent on Twitch that even now here on YouTube, I'm like, I'm going to try and take precautions to avoid being shrimp sniped. We're down 9th in queue, going back into the server. It should take us in pretty quickly, but yeah. Basically, the more active an area is, the more zombies will be there. So us spawning in and not seeing a lot of zombies is really good news for us. It means that I picked a decent location to call home. All right, number 2 in queue. I'm about to turn the view back on. Okay, here we go. I thought. Okay, we had a slight glitch out for me trying to join too quickly. Okay. It's so much easier to not care about giving away what server you're on when like you don't have like a base or loot or friends who are depending on a location being secure. We went through the queue faster this time, so there's that. Let me in. Let me in. Here we go. 15 seconds. All right, I'm in. And a fresh server restart. We got 4 hours to the next one. Oh my god, did we just luck out? That's a dynamic police car spawn that was not there before. So police cars, when they spawn dynamically like that, they're a little mini event, and they usually have good guns on them. Server restarts back in the olden days when DayZ was actually a mod for Arma 2, which was a milsim. There's a zombie right there. He's wearing basic body armor. We don't need it. We've got plate carriers, which are much better than that police vest that he's wearing. But hey, there's a Zambo. Like I told you, they'll be here, especially around this dynamic police car. Now this is a low end, pretty common spawn for a dynamic event. Better ones are like helicopter crashes or cargo planes or stuff like that. But still, for the game to just give us this freebie as we're right here, it's pretty sweet. I'm not gonna complain. So right here we've got a Glock mag. We got Glocks. Shotgun shells, don't need those. Okay, so far it's been less sweet than I was hoping. I found like AS valves here before. Wow. I mean, okay, 9mm ammo. This was actually, I'm disappointed in this one. I've literally found like very nice, very high-end guns before. We're not gonna shoot that guy. We don't need to. Being on a road is dangerous. It's and stupid. Using roads to travel are fine, but don't travel on them. Just travel alongside them. Very out in the open. Anyone can look down a road and see someone from a very long way away. Damn. That was actually you know, at first I was like, oh, this is a blessing, because like I said, I found really good guns of those before, and now they just put in some higher tier zombies around here that didn't need to be here. This is a factory. Alcohol tincture, don't need that. Breath cars are a good place to find nails, which is why I'm checking all these things. There's a pink balaclava. Shit. Okay, he reacted funky. I thought maybe he had heard me. Yeah, you do need to eat and drink and keep yourself safe. You can get sick in this game. Like, this game is really in-depth autismo for its like sort of survival elements. But we're pretty healthy. Like I said, I've been alive for a long time on the server. Have a full fridge back at home, so we are well above needing to scavenge for survival stuff. That's why we're working on a base. Flare. Do not need flares. Take that 545 ammo though. The gas stove right there. Pants. Steak knife. So yeah, so nails are a pretty rare spawn, and they're needed by everyone who wants to do more than just be a nomad. What is that? Farming hoe. Farming would be cool, but we don't have any secure exterior sites of the base yet. Farming will be something we do after we shotgun. After we like build like an outer garage area to try and get like a car up and running in. So far, we haven't struck gold yet on anything too amazing. We did get another kitchen timer, and those are actually good because you can use those as timers for IEDs. Check this warehouse. Okay, gas lamp, hard hat, tarp. Tarp is okay. We're kind of past the point of tarp being useful. We use that to build shelters, which are like temporary little bases you can do. I'm not too worried about this spot being super hot. Is the next spot that we're gonna risk running into probably some newer players coming off the coast. I thought the destination ended up in a love hotel, brother. Strawberry jam. I'll take some strawberry jam. 1911. Compact 1911. Okay. Okay. You know what? We got more storage back at base. We'll take that. I think we have some magazines for it. so this next spot we're gonna go is riskier. We're moving out of a pretty low risk area into a relatively high risk area. What sucks also is there's gonna be a lot of cars in this high risk area that we're gonna want to check every one of them because males love cars. They love spawning in ruined cars for some reason. Try and not be in the open too much, even though we're about to be. Yeah, so you see all these wrecked cars along the road here? That's because there's a military checkpoint here trying to stop people who were trying to flee the inner city, the inner, you know, part of the country. We were trying to stop the spread of the disease, but they failed. Not before killing a lot of people and making a lot of zombies. So there is mill loot here. It's not the highest end mill loot. It's actually a really low tier spot since we're so close to some spawns here. But does not mean it's not watched. Does not mean it's not hit by many people. So this little hill up here, right? You could get up there pretty easily, get a sniper rifle out and look right down onto this whole area, which I think would be the smart thing to do. Alternatively, other side of this little river, we're kind of in a little bit of a river valley, a very shallow one. And these other rocks would be another good place to watch this from. So if I was playing with a group, right? If I had Kyle on or my buddy Frank, we could put one of us on one of those overwatch positions, while two would move in to secure the site. Oh, another canteen. Canteens are good. Well, the tooling kit, don't need that. Never trust the water that you don't know where it came from. So we're gonna pour out this canteen. We'll fill it up fresh later. And that can go in my backpack. I don't need that in my quick access loot. I was gonna say, maybe the taxi driver was just trying to, you know, get frisky. You know, he's like, hey man, oh no, we've accidentally ended up at a love hotel. What do we do? Always better to be cautious, especially when you're solo, and to scope out an area before going in. I am being a bit impatient. I really should have gone up on one of those hills and looked down, but we're close to server restart. And this isn't my final destination. I do want to go farther than this. 9mm ammo. Teddy bear. The driver's seat. Yep, mill zombies right there. Sledgehammer. Actually is a good tool. We already have them. Zucchini. Iodine tincture. I don't think it's possible for these mill zombies to spawn with plate carriers this far. Ooh. That was a screamer. Screamer zombies, when they go off, they alert every other zombie in the area to you. Worth dropping. Yes, that shot will spawn more. But, it's just better to not deal with it. Yeah. I am right now more focused on these, cars than on the tents. Oh, he heard me. He didn't quite see me yet, but he was going to check it out. Don't need him following me for a little while. Nothing on him. He's got a helmet on. Ooh. Don't see me. Please don't see me. I can't go prone, but it's super slow and actually super loud. Dragging your whole body across the floor is not quiet. M4 buttstock. Yeah, see, this is low tier loot. We're mostly gonna find attachments here, or ammo, and not really like guns or armor. I suppose if we found another camo netting, that would be worth taking, because that's for the base. So 2x scope for an AK. We've got a better setup right now in our guns. There's another zombie right there. This medical tent is a good spot to check. Oh, shit. Shit. Okay, he did scream, but that wasn't a screamer. That was just him being a little bit extra. Yeah, nothing. Like, so there's some basic stuff, like, you know, the scrub, and there was an epinephrine pen there, but oh wow, okay. That zombie had a whole ass box of more AK ammo for me. That's good. And a can of tactical bacon. Check this crashed helicopter. BDU pants. I'll take spare BDU pants. I really like this camouflage pattern. This one I'm wearing right now, BDUs. And we can stash that in base. Yeah, overall, like I said, like this is a low tier military spot. It's so close to the early spawns. They don't give you the good stuff that you would get deeper into the map. Because I'm here, so I'll check it out. But spark plug? Yeah, I'll take a spark plug. .45 ACP ammo. We'll grab it, but we are kind of past 45 ACP. We did just find a 1911, I guess. still a little salty that police car didn't spawn a single good gun. Propane canister. Almost out of this place. Sewing kit. Useful, but not for what we're looking for right now. I do not like being the bottom of this river valley, but it's where we gotta be for right now because our next spot's right there. Helmet. Ooh, electrical repair kit. That is good. That's used for many things. Used to create IEDs. It's used to raid locked tents. And is used to repair scopes. And we've got a lot of scopes back at base that need to be repaired. So that was a good find. MP shield. Now we are in a very high traffic spot right now. Not many zombies are here right now, which is a decent sign. Rope, also a very good thing to get for base building. We have plenty of rope right now. So boots. Headlamp bulb. Chances of us running into a player here is high, and there's two types of people we're going to run into. High gear people like us coming back to either regroup with friends or like what I'm doing, looking for loot in these larger towns that have just a higher amount of buildings in them. And people who are fresh and have nothing to lose. Another lockpick set. No more 9mm rounds. Check this little shrine. Okay, a bag of chips. The holy chip. Let's reload my Ruger here. Zombie. Glow plug. It's for a diesel truck. Another zombie with a hat. Welding mask. Not what we're looking for. Female zombie. Yeah, lots right here. We'll try and avoid causing a scene. Dead zombies are player assigned. They never spawn dead. I guess they spawn dead, but undead. Bomber jacket. More on the street there. Rope. Working gloves. All this is good loot, but like I said, we're on a specific mission right now. I wonder if I can get the stealth kill on this one. Might not need to. So with a knife, you can go behind him and you can get a stealth kill. It's a little hard to pull off, honestly. But she kept turning away from where we were going. And like I said, a dead zombie is player sign. Battery. Full battery. We'll take a full battery. This is a police station. Now, I don't actually need the loot in here, but I want to check it anyways. Ah. That bad didn't spawn there. That was dropped by a player. Question is, with the drop, this wipe? I almost doubt it. Or this reset, I mean. Because all these doors are closed, unless he's an absolute autist and closes all the doors behind him when he's looting somewhere. He did that before the server reset. Still, this place is fucking empty. Rubber slugs. Don't need non-lethal ammo right now. Not going out that way. More boots. This hospital, or the clinic really, that's not a full hospital, has a chance of spawning us more NPC gear, so we will be checking this out. Paramedic jacket. IV test kit. Another sheath. Water bottle for another suppressor if we wanted to make one. Or carry water, but I've got canteens for that. Interesting that medical gear spawned here. Okay, that's an untouched first aid pouch. Oh, is that I got this guy. Why let him get that close? Is I wanted to kill him inside that. Now I can't fully lock that down because there's only one door and one door is missing. But it will hide that zombie a little bit better than if I shot him on the street. So far we found a sharpening stone, which while it is a good find and it is an improvement, we haven't found what we're really looking for, which is nails. Still a lot to check in this town. This is not the largest town on the map, but this is a sizable place. We are being kind of quick because we're trying not to get aggroed on by zombies. Oh, there's not. This is the gathering of the undead bitches. That can be filled with water or with gasoline. Big old backpack on that zombie. Daniel. Oh shit. Oh my god, I'm a fucking ass. God, I'm ass. All right. All right. Headlamp. Got some sardines. Not that we really need food, but hey, I'll take it. Sheet metal, really good actually, but incredibly hard to actually use because it's so hard to carry. God, so many zombies. All right, let's get out of town. Don't need that bandage. All right. First part of our loot run is complete. Normally, that same run in the past has gotten me 1 to 2 boxes of nails. Didn't do it this time. That's okay. We now have to expand our search. I'm surprised this hasn't been built into a base. Let's have some food and let's come up with a plan of attack for the rest of this. So let's open up this can of tactical bacon. Oh. This game can be very slow until suddenly it's very intense. The outpost informed. Well, it's still showing me where I am, but hey, I've turned off most of the other markers. Wait. Oh, darn. I was really hoping I would let me do that, but that's okay. Outpost isn't far from Baronzino. It's in a dangerous spot in general, though. Alright, I'm gonna go use the restroom really quick. And so we're gonna sit in a tree. A tree is safer than in this loot spot right here. And then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right, and we haven't been murdered as we took our poo. So we're gonna head to Krasnstav next. We will hit this Olsha town right here. Now, in this server, I've constantly ran into more fights where I've least expected them, like in these small shitter towns, than like anywhere else, really. So we're gonna be on high alert through here. It's not really a good place for us to get like heavy overwatch on the town without going all the way around it. Base. They haven't raised that flag for 4 or 5 days, it looks like. Does not mean they haven't been online, just means they've been lax with their flag. Yep. I like our base building a lot better than those. 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum bullets. Nice. Interesting. That was a huge amount of latency right there. Crowbar. Leather sewing kit. Tarp. All this is good. I'm looking for very specific things. Car radiator. Or tarp. That wrench didn't spawn naturally. Just picked up, put back down at a weird angle. Here's an animal for sure. Wire. Could have swore I just heard another door open. That wasn't me. Could have been trees creaking, but it's always a good rule of thumb when playing DayZ to be incredibly paranoid. Like I said, I've gotten into many fights in these small little shit towns. And there's a shotgun right there, so even though this is a shit town, someone could have gotten a gun right there. Shotgun ammo is very common. Easily could have a fully functioning firearm. Nope, did not mean to do that. I will take that kitchen timer though. Those kitchen timers are good. Raincoat with 380 ammo in it. Oh hey, there's the animals. Some wild boar. We're not gonna shoot them. Don't need to. You might scare him off here when we go to check out this other spot. Car battery. All right. We do not need to be carrying so much food, so we're going to eat some of this stuff. I'm not married to this jerry can. I don't really have a place for it at the base just yet. Hello, 4. Don't be violent, please. We can all make it home today. Now this hill we're coming on is on the south or north side of Krasnostav. I remember this hill. This actually used to be a popular sniper hill back in the day of DayZ mod, though they've kind of reworked how the location is. It's not nearly as good for that anymore. Does not mean that somebody else who's an old head of this game like I am hasn't set up on here or hasn't even built a little stash and or base to head to once they're done doing a loot run. Krasnostav again is low-end military. We're likely to find SMGs, military clothing, ammunition, and attachments more so than anything super amazing. Memorial site. I'm gonna leave the strawberry jam as an offering. So these are kind of cool. This is something that the devs have done in various locations to honor members of the community that have passed away. People who enjoyed the game. Maybe they were content creators, maybe they were just people who got enough traction online to get noticed. And unfortunately are no longer with us. And so the devs do these little shrines somewhere sometimes. That's locked. I have a lockpick. Hatchet and a water bottle. Interesting. But yeah, it's a cool little thing that they do. Me giving something there doesn't actually do anything. There's no system for that. I just did it because I have someone who who enjoyed this game and is no longer with me. And so I like those little spots. Baby, I'm gonna need to go, baby. Oh. Yeah, we're getting close to an airfield. This is a highly dangerous spot, even though this is a low-end airfield. We've got better gear than most people who are going to be hitting here will have, but hunting gear is dangerous as fuck and absolutely will still kill us. We're also alone, so we need to play very cautiously. Here we are, backside of Krasnostav Airfield. Good old northeast. Now, this isn't the approach most people take in the northeast. Doesn't mean it's not a valid one. On this very character, on this very server, I got a 700-meter shot with a Mosin Nagant from that hill. I want to say I was somewhere in these trees, probably right there actually. And I fired at a guy who was on the airstrip right around those tents, those medical tents. Like I said, they've reworked this airfield quite a lot. So this hill is no longer the sniper's paradise it once was. Hangars are facing a different direction. There's a lot more trees. Does not mean we won't find somebody out this way. loot level has been really shit so far. Another rail dust cover. I really need one of these industrials to hit. That's worth more to me than the jerry can. This is fucking dumb. Doing the big stupid, but running out here is an area I think most people would skip. So I skipped it when I approached down because there wasn't just really a good way to hit it. And it is industrial. Can spawn what we want. Didn't though. What about this car out here? Chocolate bar. Oh, this is mill loot. Okay, that's interesting to me. So far, so good. AKS 74U with a magazine right there. That was a good find. That was a better find than I would have thought possible at this spot. Magazine is not that great. Got the rail dust cover on that though. Look, the 74s aren't that great in DayZ, unfortunately. But does not mean they aren't still a full, you know, rifle or carbine and very useful. And I'm not throwing one away when it's given to me freely. The ammo is also kind of hard to find, which makes it a bit really not good. M16 optic mount. Somebody drop this shit. That's not a native spawn. Full size MP5. I'm in a very dangerous spot right now. Kinda didn't realize exactly where I was. The amount of people I've washed in this exact spot. This is dumb. Never do this. Yeah, that run across the airfield on the side that's the most easy to fucking camp is stupid. Took the risk because I hadn't seen any player sign, I hadn't heard any gunshots, any zombies. And I've been watching for a while and hadn't seen anyone up on the hill, but I could still be wrong. And just because I haven't been shot yet doesn't mean that I haven't now been seen and have people moving to try and kill me. Hammer. Hammer. Okay. The fuck is that? Could be a blue helmet, a blue bag. It is a blue helmet. It's a NATO helmet on a cross. Okay. Freeze me the fuck out. I almost took a shot at it. Bunch of Pokemon cards. Don't know why they were left. That's definitely what dropped gear. I think it's time for us to leave. Yeah, this is another memorial site.
Probably not as good of a offering as the strawberry jam, but hey. Hammer. I've seen a couple of hammers so far. All right. We've been playing for about 2 hours. So far, no action, and we haven't completed our mission yet. But we have gotten some good stuff. You don't like getting some lunch soon? I still might just go shooting by myself, even though my friend gave up. Or didn't give up? He was looking after his wife. He's doing the good guy thing. I'm getting my own head a bit right now. Getting in my own head. Need to be in the moment. Another gas filter. Man, I'm getting too comfy. There's no zombies. I don't like this. I'm also in my head about some stuff that happened earlier in the week right now. That's causing me to not be fully present in the game. Thinking about work and stuff. It's the danger of these games that are, you know, really long form and can be low intensity for a while is, you know, your mind starts to wander, and that's not like a bad thing usually, but in this game that can get me killed. Okay, zombies have showed up. That backpack one scared me. For a second I thought that was a player like lockpicking the door or something. Desert Eagle. Shovel. Protective case. That's huge. These are rare and we need them to make IEDs. I wasn't even looking for that, but I'm glad we got one. Still a base up there. Lots of zombies. Don't like that. Rangefinder. It's good. We've got a couple though. New outpost. Oh wow, we were just there. We were just there. Fertilizer. Haven't seen that spawn in a while. We've almost hit this entire place. Done a pretty wide sweep for nails. Multiple large towns, even some of the spots on milli industrial sites. We have gotten stuff. We've gotten lots of good stuff, but it's not what we're exactly looking for. So I was avoiding this area last time because this is right next to that police station. So this is like the second highest traffic spot on this town. So I went around it the first time, but because when we are exfilling north, it's okay for us to go in here last. Pull out more of that ammo. No sign of people or zombies. Right in those trees is where I sat to watch. There's a boar right there. We'll let him do his thing. Zombies are active actually. Machete. Yes. Box of nails. There we go. Like finding gold. And all because I actually did decide to come check this out after all. And I was thinking of skipping it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let me show you why I was so scared of this hill. When I was down in that airfield. This is such an insane spot to watch this space from. You've got a long range gun. I mean, you still have to kind of wait till they're not really that mobile. But still. Look at this view. So I'm gonna get my ass planted in a tree right here. Did I put binos in here? Okay, I did. Look at this view. You can see so much. Now, a lot of what I looted, I made sure I was kind of safe from this hill from. I went all over there. Player. What did I fucking tell you? What did I fucking tell you? This hill is insane. I don't have a sniper rifle on me right now. He's a freshie. Orange vest and mill backpack. What a combo. So I know that's about 700 meters. This ranges up to 600. He's not wearing a vest, so there's a chance that I can actually one-tap him if he stands still. An AK is not a sniper make. Oh. We tried. That's a suppressor gone. We gave him something to think about. It's not worth us going down there to kill him. We actually have a lot of high-end stuff ourselves. But hey, I tried. Yeah, an AK is not a sniper. You know, if that was a Mosin, exact same scenario, we would have got him. I'm almost certain. But like I said, this hill is fucking amazing. You know what? I'm entirely full on loot. I don't really know what I'm hoping to accomplish here. All right. Well, we're gonna probably get off in here now. We've been playing for just under 2.5 hours. We achieved our goal. We found nails. We also got a bunch of other stuff here. So I'm gonna go back to base. I don't think I'm going to show this approach from here. So